slow bite though, that's for sure. There was a tickle right there. Go ahead, take it. Yep, there he is. Don't feel very big. Don't feel very big. But he'll keep. Bigger than it looked. Go right back out that way. Kind of see if they're in that area. There's a bite. There he is. There he is. Feels like a good one. Feels like a good one. It is. It's a good one. Nice bull. Nice bull. And sometimes, you guys know I love pushing those plastics, but sometimes you have to just go to straight meat, and that's just how it goes on a slow bite like this. Getting the bite on a straight plastic is tough to do. So I'm running straight meat with a little piece of plastic on there. So 3mm undertow tungsten today. Hard to see in that wind, but there's a bite. There he is. Got him. Feels small. Feels really small. You could definitely get some chops off him, but we're gonna let this guy go. We're gonna let this guy go. There's a bite. There he is. Stood that rocket bobber up and hammered it. Little guy. Little fella. Oop. We'll get him back in. When you're on this island, make sure you throw them out far enough, because if you throw them right up in here and this stuff, they just stick to the bottom and they'll end up dying. So throw them out there a little bit. Let them live. It's really packed over here. This is only my second time on the island this year. And it is absolutely packed. We're trying to stay away from the people as best we can. That's the trick to it. You don't have to be where everybody is. You go where they're not. Obviously, there's nobody within 60 yards of me. So, if you're still sore from that squirrel tournament yesterday, which we took 13th out of 72 teams, that's pretty good. Won the 50-50. My brother and my dad were in the top 10. They took 8th place. It was a good all-around turnout for everybody. It was a fun time. We did not get our 10 squirrels. We got 7 fox squirrels, but it was a good time. There's a bite right there. Come back for it. Come back for it. There you go. Got him. Oh, I lost him. Oh. So all I'm doing is I'm running a undertow tungsten jig, 3.5 foot below this rocket bobber. As soon as that rocket bobber goes and tilts up like this, you got a fish. Or if you see it going when it's not windy like this, if you see your bobber going left or right, reel a little bit until it stands up and set the hook. That's how you get them. This rocket bobber fish is absolutely a blast. Oh, there's a bite. Got him. Got him. Here he comes. Here he comes. He'll eat. He ain't a hog like the ones I've been getting in the bucket here, but he'll keep. He'll keep. Got somebody walking up behind me. Always ready for war. Most of the time they're cool though. Getting a few, man, getting a few. There's a bite there. Ooh. Missed him. But it's what you get when you wear Spars Outdoors on your back, you know. People people see the videos, and no matter how much they hate on you, them guys actually, they're gonna follow you around. As soon as they see Spars Outdoors, decals, coats, it don't matter. And then when they realize it's actually me fishing, it's just gonna happen. So I kind of take it as a compliment, you know. I kind of take it as a compliment. But I do like fishing down here alone. I do. That's why I get away from everybody. There's a bite right there. And I missed him again. Son of a gun. And this wind, it's a tough situation to get a good hook set anyways. You want this 10-foot rod. Yeah, when people talk a lot of crap. Oh, you're making YouTube videos, this, that, and the other, and yeah. When in reality, this place gets blown out over here by posts on Facebook and all that jazz. I'm not even getting all that, but that's how this place gets what they call blowed up over here, okay? It's not because of a YouTube video here and there. I can promise you that. Now, them same guys, and there's a few of them out there, I understand where they're coming from. Like the guys that live here and stuff, that's a different story. They got a reason to get a little angry, but really they don't. This has been fished since, I know for sure, since I was a kid in the 80s. My dad's fished his whole life, so in the 60s and 70s this was fished hard. But I take it as a compliment when somebody drives by and sees my name on my back and stops, you know? So that's awesome. Got some more coming behind us. Well, that's my brother and Jason. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I can't keep the bass off my line. It's insane.
There's a bite right there. It's just this wind gives you such a bow when you go to reel for that negative bite, they let go.
You're in a good flat spot, though.
Yep. Come on. He tipped me a little bit there.
I'm catching bass, dude, bad.
Usually there's crappies with them.
Yeah.
Hard in this wind. Hard in this wind. You gotta know what them negative bites look like. So if your bobber turns, it was like going one way. Say it's going to the left, naturally from the wind, and all of a sudden it kicks around and don't stand up. That's usually typically a negative bite. So just reel down on it, and your bobber should stand straight up. And that's when you set the hook. Negative bite. So what I'm saying with that negative bite, say right now my bobber's going left. If all of a sudden you see orange instead of green, it meant that bobber had turned around and the fish is probably sitting down there holding them all. So what you would do is you just reel really slow until that rocket bobber stood up, and then you would set the hook, obviously. But right now my bobber's going left to right, all I see is green. Once in a while I'll give it a twitch so I can see the orange. Just make sure it ain't sitting on a slight angle. That's a maker banger hand-tied jigs right down there with that white Jeep. And I tell you what, if you don't have none, you better have some, especially fishing this island, because I use a lot of those guys. His tungsten series are amazing. We're kind of back and forth through here. It's just not. Everybody expects it to be hot and heavy already. You know, it's not. It's not hot and heavy. I mean, certain days this year, yes, it's been hot and heavy. You know, and typically last year was one of the more phenomenal years where you come and just pounded them every time you come. You know, so you got to work at these fish a little bit. This is actually fishing. This ain't catching. This is fishing. So. Still a good time to get your kids out here, get outdoors, get them fishing. Especially these rocket bobbers, it's so fun. These rocket bobbers are absolutely fun, hands down fun. I use them for steelhead, I use them for bluegills, I use them for everything, as you guys know, you've seen on my videos. I use these rocket bobbers for everything. I've caught everything from steelhead and salmon to all the way down to bluegill and perch. See if we can get a bite real quick over here on this left side. another question people always ask is, where were you at on the island? Where you buy this? Where you buy that? And I'm guilty of it myself, you know. Here's the thing. There's so many spots to fish over here, you don't have to fish where there's anybody if you don't want to. Literally, and there's fish. There's fish. All you do is cast out, wait a few minutes, see what happens, give it 10 minutes. If you don't get nothing, move on, move along. Drive around the island, find some different, explore it. There's fish in these cuts. You know, because the slightest lift up on that bobber, you got a fish. The slightest left to right, you've got a fish. These rocket bobbers are absolutely the hands down the way to go. There's a bite right there. Stood my bobber up, and he's hooked. He's hooked. Fish on. Oh, he's up in the weeds right there. We'll let him swim out of them. Maybe. Swim out of those weeds, pal. There we go. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. Pull the salad off of him. There we go, that undertow tungsten jig right there. It's a beaut too. Nice gill. Change the depth on your bobber once in a while as well too. Go 2 foot, 4 foot, 3 foot, 5 foot. Because believe it or not, a lot of people don't understand this. It's 7, 8 foot in the middle of this thing. So some spots deeper. There's a bite right there. There's a bite right there. I'm gonna reel down on him, and I missed him. And I reel it right out of his mouth. There's a bite. Stood the bobber right up. Come back for it. Come back. There it goes. He's hooked. That's a nice fish. That's a nice fish for sure. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. There you go. That's what we want. That's what we want. The 9s and 10s. That's what we want. Absolutely. Boom. That bucket's looking tasty, isn't it, y'all? That bucket's looking tasty. I put a few topside. I'm getting some nice sized fish here. I'm getting some nice ones. I got the camera rolling. Everybody say hi to Pat Allen right there.
Hey, everyone.
Yeah, I'm getting some nice fish in the bucket here, Pat. I'm getting a lot of negative bites. What's happening is I'm watching the bobber. Are you getting them like that too? Where's Denise? Oh, is she? She's still doing good?
Can't catch no fish, but some guys down there across from
Is that what you're catching down here?
No, I'm getting a few gills.
Gills?
Yep. Picking away is...
some of them guys got 2 limits of fish.
Really?
Yeah, they're just dumping them in the back of the truck, and then they've been down there since we've been here. About 6 guys.
Just taking everything they want.
Well, now they're just catching them and throwing them away.
Oh,
throwing them
okay.
back.
Okay.
They don't want anybody fishing that spot.
Right. I don't know why.
Where do you go? Down past the sucker parking lot?
No. Right where the one Billy guys are.
No.
Perch down there.
Yeah, yep. You mind being on YouTube? If not, I can edit you out.
No problem.
I can edit you out. Veterans giveaways, I take guys out fishing. I took him and his, he's wearing my hoodie. You know, he supports, he's one of the biggest supporters of the channel. Oop, there's a bite right there. I took him and his wife out sturgeon fishing. She caught, I'm still sour about it, she caught the biggest sturgeon yet to be caught on my boat. It was 72 inches.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, almost 73. But, you know, people get mad. This is the second time I've been here all year. And it's not YouTube that blows this spot up over here. It's the guys putting all the posts up. Let's meet over here, 15, 20 guys at a time.
Yeah.
You know, that's what kills this spot. And they blame it on me. I'm like, listen, I fished here with my dad since I've been a kid. Since I've been 14, 15 years old. I've never seen this place not packed when I was fishing. And I remember, I wish it was still like that, but I'm sure you fished here a long time. When I was a kid coming here with my dad, crappies, big time numbers of crappies. Oh, I did just lose a big crappie about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just one though, you know, it ain't like back then, they were using cane poles.
Yeah, usually they want to
That one feels like a little bit better fish. That one, oh, he's stuck in the weeds. The problem is right here is there's so many weed beds in between.
Yeah.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one.
Keep going.
Hey Pat, do you have any? Do you still have any of them power bait minnows that you were catching them perch on? You do?
Yeah.
Did you try them?
I didn't catch any perch, but I caught bluegills on them.
Really?
That one I caught was a big old fat one.
Is
It
it?
was only 10 1/4. I thought it was 12.
That's still a hog. I mean, anything over 8 inches.
It's a big perch.
There's a bite. Oop. Come on.
Yeah, them negative bites, now I've been missing them all day long.
Have ya?
You got some cold water down there.
Yeah, I found a little slough, a little bit calmer anyhow. Just come down here.
We go tearing them up down there, and then they just stop.
Really?
Like I said, those guys have been, they're catching fish.
And throwing them back, they've got so many.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, because they've got 2 limits to fish. Perch or gills?
Gills.
Really? They were gone.
Little guy.
Yeah, they've been catching a lot of those.
Littles.
Good ones next year.
They sure will. But I will tell you this, everything we've caught, I've got a little tiny piece of plastic on, but it's been on spike. Same with Nick, he had to take his plastics off and use spikes.
My cousin gave me some spikes. We're still catching them on that quicksand.
Are ya?
Yep.
I ain't got the quicksand on. I got just a piece of the just that front. Because what I do is, you know, on the wax wigglers, I'll take the first 2 notches off, and then I'll break them and I'll use them as a bead. And I use them like this because if you lose your bait, you still got something on there.
These crappie
Glow under. I know the wonders is what Dale was catching his crab. Oop, that's a negative bite. And did I get it? Let's see. No. Man, it's stopping it still. He's messing with it. That's what Dale was catching his crappies on. Every one of the crappies he caught was on the white wonder. Not the glow though.
the glow one. She used.
Okay.
I got white wonder ice dancers, and I couldn't catch any fish on them.
Really? He's messing with me. All right, Pat. Thanks, man. Fish on. Get the net. Get the net. Oh, we're over. Just put it down, Mike. Uh-oh. Oh, we're all tangled up here. Lost the fish? Mike, you got a fish on. I got him hooked for you. Here, let's get untangled. There you go. I just hooked the fish for Mike.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a snap and retie there, bud.
No, he's on there. No. Pull it straight back at you. It is. Oh, Travis is hooked up, and he's lost him. And he's lost him just like that. That's the way the cookie crumbles. There we go. Nice and windy. Rocket bobbering, Harsens Island, bluegills. Mike, you're getting a bite that's going left. You got him. Nope, you missed it. There's a bite. Fish on. Little guy. Little fella. A little chink whapping. Little chink whapping. And the end game is right there. Good day on the island. Me and Travis limited on hogs. Hogs. Some nice perch in there. Big gills. Good day. Good day.